Today we're doing something a little bit different, trying to change the looks of this thing, and then also do some strengthening with like epoxy and stuff like that. As you can see here, probably not, but the surround on Type R's comes right off, even with super glue. So, and another thing I was going to do was taking the dust cap off of this and putting it on there and doing something like that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not because I can't see what the camera's seeing, but it gives it the more traditional look. I like the traditional look better than the parabolic dish. So, door's moving all on its own now. So, I'm just going to scrape the surround off really nicely and try to show you guys a Type R all apart. Redone this once already. It's very easy to do it on these things. It's not hard at all. As you can see, we're kind of losing some. Oops. Now the surround is completely off of the sub. Here's some cone rub a little bit. Now, when you get this off, there's little screws down there. See them? And take those screws out and show you what that looks like. And as you can see, when we take those screws out, a little bit of finessing here. It's a little bit crooked, so it doesn't want to come out. The whole assembly lifts out just like that. Pretty cool. No bigger of windings on this coil than the Type S, but the coil itself is quite a bit bigger. And you can see how thick, not really, it's pretty thick aluminum former, really hard and stuff. But I don't know, we might strengthen up the CA glue, you know, not CA glue, but epoxy, put epoxy in there. And as you can see, where the tinsel leads usually break is right there. You can actually see them sticking out there a little bit. So I don't know, try to do something to see about making them a little bit stronger. And also this cap here that I've busted kind of in the past comes out. What? And you can see the 4 screws in there. I'll probably just put a little bit of epoxy on those screws after I tighten them as much as I can and make sure that they won't back out. It's another problem with Type R's that happens. So, but yeah, probably some epoxy down where the cone meets the top spider there. Stuff like that, trying to strengthen it up a little bit. Other weak spots are this little seam right here, trying to break a little bit on us. But, and like I said, also putting this dust cap on there like that to make a standard looking cone. And I'll glue that, paint that, and probably give it a different look to it. There's the pole piece, pole vent, gap, magnetic gap, all this and that. You got the screws that separate it from the basket. Whenever you get to doing that, you can see how the cooling system works. The spiders fit here, and air comes in and out of here. But it really doesn't work all that good. The cooling system, as far as I'm concerned, sucks because it doesn't even move any air through the system unless you're really wailing on it as far as excursion wise. So yeah, I'll go get some epoxy tomorrow and stuff like that, and see what we do.
But it didn't show if he was actually hooking that up to.
See, it's all filled in, that little bump by my finger. It's all filled in now. Probably won't make the spider move quite as good as he did before, but the lead joints are right there, so they don't need to move. And as you can see, those are all completely covered now, so hopefully those will keep them from moving as much. I'll let this side seat up, and then I'll do the other side. So as you can see down in there, I got some epoxy in there. I'll use the other camera to take pictures. And also we have a nice ridge layer. You can see it kind of heaped up there, shiny, of epoxy around the edge of the spider too. Turn the cone around here. Oops. And then I do have some epoxy sitting over those to keep them from backing out. And of course, stuff like I already said around those joints there. And yeah, it should be as good as we'll be able to get it. Pretty much the only thing that should give up on this woofer now would be the coil, because the coil is only meant for a certain amount of wattage, and we're going to most likely be giving it more than it's rated for, so maybe, we'll see. But yeah, there's the whole cone assembly. In case some people didn't know, as you can see, it unbolts out of there if you peel the surround off with the cheap ass glue that they use. I had to kind of cut the glue out on mine because I re-glued it with stronger glue, but it's still not strong enough to hold very well. So yeah, it's too bad they don't have a recone for these, but I think it's quite stupid that they don't. But Alpine is a mainstream company that just wants you to buy a new woofer every time you blow it up, so put this back in the basket in the magnet, and when we get the box built for it, I will certainly put this in there instead of the JL to take more of a pounding, and it will also be wired at 2 ohms. Just this one sub will be wired at 2 ohms, and the amplifier is rated for 1200 watts at that time, so it'll see anywhere around there, higher, lower, it doesn't matter. It'll see quite a bit of wattage, so we'll see. Just like that, all straight. Let's see where we can go. There.